Chris had to work, so we went to see him today. I'll be Schaeffer, she always makes such good things. She probably does. I know, she's great. Well, they have everything, so she always makes things for their guests. No, it's right in the home. Just a little, that's all converted into a little smaller bath. And then,
Got in about, down about 5:30.
it's fine, yeah. So we sat down.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. But I don't know what. I have to wait until it gets
We're gonna get blown away out there. Oh. I suppose. It's just our. Everybody get their clean plate. Well, they are right outside. that better? I don't know. Well, they will have 4 June 12th, so they're just every other Saturday morning when we works and Susan. So she has 4 days a week. Very creative. Yeah. They plan a little.
Good morning. I would like to welcome you to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Topeka today on Sunday, May 29th, 2022. We are a congregation of people of different ages, races, classes, cultures, religious beliefs, sexual orientations, gender identities, and political views. Our purpose is to change our own lives, even as we work to change the world around us through love, learning, and service to others. I also want to take just a moment to remind you to silence your cell phones or turn them off. Thank you. This is a very special Sunday. It is our very first multi-generational service since the pandemic began. And I must say, I have never seen it quite as colorful as it is today. Please rise as you are willing and able and join me in singing our gathering song this morning, My Roots Go Down by Annie Patterson. The lyrics will be on the screen behind me, and I will lead you in some fun movements. I'll try to. Okay.
We all try.
We will all try, yes.
I am a pine tree on a mountainside. I am a pine tree on a mountainside. I am a pine tree on a mountainside. My roots go down. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. I am a wildflower pushing through stones. I am a wildflower pushing through stones. I am a wildflower pushing through stones. My roots go down. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. I am a willow swaying through the storm. I am a willow swaying through the storm. I am a willow swaying through the storm. My roots go down. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. I am an ancient redwood tree. I am an ancient redwood tree. I am an ancient redwood tree. My roots go down. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. I am a mountain reaching for the sun. I am a mountain reaching for the sun. I am a mountain reaching for the sun. My roots go down. I rise with the voice of every living thing. I rise with the voice of every living thing. I rise with the voice of every living thing. My roots go down. My roots go down. My roots go down.
And now I would like to invite Jabel to come and light the chalice.
We light this chalice for children of all ages, celebrating the flowering growth of love each of us tends in our daily dance through life.
Our story for all ages today is Maybe. This book celebrates the endless potential in all of us. Just like a bud on an apple tree will grow into an apple blossom, and then the blossoming flower will change again into fruit, we too can change and evolve. There really is an endless potential in all of us. I would like to invite our children to come up to the front if they would like, and then you may rejoin your families after the story ends, as we will all be staying in here today. Have you ever wondered why you are here? You are the only you there ever has been or ever will be. You have so much to offer. Maybe you will invent something that no one has ever seen before. Maybe you will build things that reach high into the sky. Your life is yours. Try as many things as you can try and see as many as you can see. Wherever you go, take your hopes, pack your dreams, and never forget it is on journeys that discoveries are made. Maybe you will help others to see the beauty in each day. Or maybe you will lift cheering crowds onto their feet. Do everything with love. Follow your heart and see where it leads you. Maybe you are here to shine a light into places that have been dark for too long. I love this picture. Maybe you will speak up for those who can't speak for themselves. Maybe you are here to help in ways that only you can. There will be struggles, there will be fears, and it won't always be easy. At times, it will feel really hard, and you might make a mess of things. You might fall down. You may fail. But you will also get back up and you will rise a little stronger and a little taller because there really is more inside you than you know. And this world needs your gifts, your talents, your big ideas. And maybe you are just getting started. What if you were only scratching the surface of what you can do and who you can be? What if you have talents you haven't discovered yet? There is something powerful, even magical, about you. You already have everything it takes to do big things. Maybe you have no idea just how good you really can be. And maybe you don't know how much you matter. But maybe, just maybe, the world has been waiting centuries for someone exactly like you. One thing is for sure. You are here. And because you are here, anything is possible. I would now like to invite our ushers to pass our baskets for our Sunday offering. And I believe that was, oh, thank you, Jim. The money that we collect today will in his service last week. It is one that I have sung for several years. Please join me in singing hymn number 402. The words are on the screen. Let's see if we were. Together we share, and by this we live. Thank you. And now Richie McDaneld will read the joys and concerns and announcements.
I'm going to start off with sad news. Because our children are with us this morning, possibly and likely not listening, I am not going to reference the obscenities that have been in the news the last week. But to the kids I say, the grown-ups here make a promise to you. We will keep you safe. We will help you have fun and learn. You can count on us for that. I have a sorrow from Patricia Hildenbrand. Vinci Tonet G. Gennaro, age 13, died in his sleep last Sunday due to long-going health issues. Tony was a 7th grader at Jardine Middle School. Our hearts ache for his parents, grandparents, and his extended family, including Patricia Hildenbrand, Teddy, and Bud Banks. Tony was a sweet, loving child and had such a kind spirit. From Walt Racker, our longtime member Terry Harmon had a fall and ended up in the ER last week. Terry's now resting at home. His brother Roger came from Albuquerque to visit him and collapsed and was taken to St. Francis, where he's still in the hospital with congestive heart failure. Susie Loy has been supportive in helping them find a place to stay, and we'll see what we can do to support that family. Walt has additional details if you want them. Now for something to celebrate. Laurel Vogt retired just in time for her birthday and a long-planned family Pizzino vacation to Gianfranco's native Italy. Life is good for them. Longtime members of UUFT, Rick and Sylvia Crawford, are moving to Kansas City on June 11th. Their new home is close to All Souls UU, the Nelson, and the Plaza. But more important, they will be close to granddaughters Kaya and Kalian Hillman. Rod and Lou Hoover are in Albuquerque and watch their first, best, and only granddaughter graduate from high school. Eleanor Van Hoost graduated from Cottonwood Classical Preparatory School on Friday. Lou never brags, but pictures show Eleanor wearing honor cords. The announcements. There will be an annual meeting next Sunday. We will be electing new officers. It looks like we have a wonderful slate of candidates. I don't see anyone from the nominations committee to make a report, but there is an online ballot available, and you can find out who's running there. Tricia, you want to stand up? Tricia is running for president-elect. There will be a hot dog potluck lunch after this service. And I would like Oshara to come up and spread a special joy.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I want to thank UUFT for your generous donation to the Kansas Poor People's Campaign, helping people to get to the March on Washington, June 18th of this year. And we had to pivot on some things, so folks, through grant money that we got, folks are going to be able to fly to Kansas City. And specifically, your contribution is going to help four people One lady is in Wyandotte County, and she works in the community. She does community work, and she helps like a whole, she helps like a whole bunch of people. And so what your contribution is going to be able to do is help her to go down early with us to get training and to get a lot of things going on as we train in Washington, D.C. So I just want you to know where your money is going, and we hope to be able to come back and bring her here and share everything that happened. So thank you again for your wonderful donation, and I have a card that I'm going to give to you.
And I'll put it on the bulletin board.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, yes, I didn't see that you were there. Yeah, the announcement.
I heard out there and I was like,
Oh, yeah, good. Okay, nominating team, Janine Silsby, Jean Ryan, and myself. So, continuing, we have Bobby Schaeffer, who will be the president, coming out from VP. Yay! And then, yes. And then we also have continuing Carolyn Ward and Jana Cook. Those will be the two board people that are continuing. Also continuing, but needing to be voted in, will be Becky Duncan as secretary. Bless her heart, going to continue as secretary. Joe Silsby continuing as treasurer. Yes, yes. VP, Trish Wagner. I saw her. Woohoo! Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to think. And so that takes, and then the trustees, three new trustees. Well, Adele is going to continue on for one more year. We had a 1 year's position. And then Suzanne Emilio is going to be on the board. Yes, yes, yes. And Raymond Power. So we have a great combination of gender and age and time that you've been here. And that was our goal. So we've done it. Okay, that's it. Thank you, Vic. Thank you, Vicki. Are there any additional announcements or joys and concerns from the congregation? Hearing none, it's yours again, Erin.
Thank you, Richie. I would like to invite Micah to come up, Micah Forstein, to come up and read something that he wrote that has to do with flowers.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to see all of you. This is my first reflection in person in quite a while, so bear with me. This reflection is entitled Watering the Flowers. When I was just 2 years old, my family lived in Richmond, California, in a little house with white shutters and a small bed of flowers on each side of the entryway. One bright, late spring day, I looked outside and saw my mother working in the flower bed. "Mom," I called, "what are you doing?" She looked up from her flowers and said, "I'm working in the garden." "Why?" I said. "To make the flowers happy." "Oh," I exclaimed, "can I help?" She thought for a moment and then instructed me to go around to every flower and to see if it was dry. If it was, then to get some water and to water it. "Okay," I said with excitement, "my first job." I walked slowly up and down the row of flowers, looking for dry flowers. As I walked along the bed, I realized not a single flower needed watering. Feeling dejected and grumpy, I went back inside. Looking at the floor in the living room, I realized that there were flowers on the living room rug. I bent down to study them further. They were both dull and dry, very dry, in fact. I stood up and realized the living room Persian rug was covered with lots and lots of flowers. How was I going to water them all? I had to think about this. Then it came to me, my first epiphany. I looked out the window to the lawn. The sprinkler was lazily sloshing water back and forth as sprinklers do. And I thought, there is my answer. I went back outside. By this time, my mother had gone inside to do something else. And I requisitioned the sprinkler and dragged it inside and set it up very carefully in the middle of the living room Persian rug with all the dry flowers on it. And I let go of the hose. Feeling rather pleased with myself, I skipped back to my room to play with some toys and to wait until my mother saw what a good job I had done. About 20 minutes later, I heard a shriek from my mother. "My living room! Micah!" I came running. After a few moments of scolding, I interrupted my mother and said, "Why are you mad? I was just doing what you told me to do. I was watering the flowers." Thank you.
Thank you, Micah. We use flowers in our ceremony this morning to help us symbolize the love that is hidden deep inside of us. Flowers are beautiful, and so are the feelings of love among us. As Minister Chopek said, these flowers are like ourselves, different sizes, different colors, shapes, but each beautiful, important, and special in its own way. This bud is for the new babies that have joined us this year. Last year, these babies did not exist. This year, they are here among us. Before they could lift a hand, they learned to smile. Before they could speak, they learned to love. If we help them keep this love in their hearts, they will pass it on to others many years in the future. This is spiky. This flower represents the people living all over the world. Maybe we will never see them face to face or touch their hands, but we can still warm our hearts, or we can still warm our hands on their hearts, because we know that their hopes are like our hopes. Their pain is like our pain. Their love is like our love. These flowers were each brought here by a different person and put together in these baskets. They stand for all the people here today. These flowers, so lovely today, will fade tomorrow, but the love among brothers and sisters, families and friends will go on and on. We know one another. We know what is in each other's hearts. We have brought our flowers and our love to brighten our fellowship and gladden our hearts. Our children will bring around baskets of the flowers you have also graciously brought, and I invite each of you to take one. If you are watching virtually, I invite you to gaze upon these beautiful images of flowers. Now, would children like to come up and pick up a basket and help pass them around? Thank you. And thank you so much to Wesley for playing the beautiful music. And I'd like to invite Richie McDaneld up here to lead the senior recognition.
I hope you all noticed the generosity of our children. None of them kept any flowers for themselves. Bless your hearts. I'll share with you after the service. We have 3 graduating seniors who have been part of UUFT over the years. Only one of them, Wesley, was able to be with us today, and we're very grateful for that. I'm going to start off talking about Elliot Akerstrom. Elliot graduated from Topeka High. He is the son of Mary Akerstrom and Kirk Akerstroms. Elliot was an active member of the UUFT youth group until we quit meeting and for COVID. He traveled to New York City with the group to attend UUNO Social Justice Conference, and that was the last time we were able to send kids to that conference. Hopefully, we'll get the youth group reinvigorated and be applying for funds to go back to New York City. In high school, Elliot participated in men's swimming, Scholars Bowl, and student government. He graduated with honors and is a Kansas ACT scholar. His scholarships include the Green and Gold from Colorado and the Rock Chalk from KU. Elliot has decided to attend KU and study biochemistry and journalism. We wish him well. Our second senior is Zoe Schell. Zoe also hails from Topeka High School. Zoe is the daughter of Candace Young, previous RE chairperson, and Todd Schell. Zoe played the flute in the Topeka High Band. She lettered in band. She swam with the THS swim team. She was very active with the Topeka Zoo Club, which focuses on ecoeducation and conservation. Zoe will attend Johnson County Community College. She hopes to continue her interest in animal and agroscience, possibly becoming a vet or a vet tech. Her mom says if that doesn't work, she could always be a unicorn. Our third senior, would you stand? Walter Wesley Evans. Woo-hoo! You want to come up here? No? You're going to have to sooner or later. Wesley is the son of Cheryl Baber and Andrew Evans. Walter also graduated from Topeka High School, where he lettered in tennis and in Scholars Bowl. He graduated near the top 5% of his class. Wesley earned numerous music awards. They include the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, outstanding and excellent ratings at state competitions on piano, clarinet, and bass clarinet. He also placed second in the Truman State Piano Competition. Wesley was awarded various scholarships in Kansas and Missouri, but he decided to stay in Topeka and study music at Washburn University. Mr. Evans, take a bow. Congratulations to all of our graduating seniors. This congregation is proud of you and grateful to have been part of your life and had the privilege of watching you begin this journey.
And I would like to present this book to each of our graduating seniors. I will have to track down the other two, Zoe and Elliot. But Walter Wesley Evans, I would like to give you this one. Thank you. You're very welcome. This is Becoming, a Spiritual Guide for Navigating Adulthood, edited by Kayla Parker. It is a fabulous book that will help you on your journey of being a UU. And I would like to read a very short passage titled Beyond Borders by Rick Hoyt, which is used with permission. Go forth, because we are always going forth from somewhere, going from our homes, our childhoods, going from our cities and countries, going from innocence to experience to enlightenment, going into mystery and questions, going into the desert, getting to the other side. Go forth. Leave behind the comfort and community of one place. Head into the anxiety and loneliness of another. Carry with you the love and laughter of this place and let it light your way. Carry with you the wisdom you learned and the good memories. May they give you strength for your journey. And when you have been away long enough, far enough, done what you'd set off to do, been there so long, that place too starts to feel like home, come back. Come back to the one, universal, everywhere, and every when, and everyone inclusive home, this beloved community of all creation that you can never really leave. I've been gone a while, quite a few years, in fact. Just like Rick Hoyt suggested in his poem, Go Forth, I made another home out on the coast. However, this place, the UUFT, has always been my home. And I am so happy to be back with you, especially as your DRE. I must say, though, that without a certain group of people, there might have been nothing to come back to. It is our volunteers that have kept our fellowship alive and thriving over the years, and especially during the last few years of the pandemic. Without these beautiful, hardworking souls, there would not be an RE, and without an RE, a congregation just won't thrive. So I want to say thank you to each of our volunteers for helping to hold our fellowship together. When I call your name, please come forward if you're able. Accept my plant of gratitude and be celebrated for the fabulous person that you are. The first person I'm going to call has done a lot of work over these last few years, and I'm going to give her a slightly larger plant of gratitude because she deserves it. Jabel Odgers. Thank you. Jarvis Odgers. Thank you. Cynthia Maxwell, who is not here, but we'll get her plant to her. Linda Lucero. Thank you. Richie McDaneld. Thank you, Richie. Bob McDaneld. I'll get Bob his plant. I don't see Bob in here. Let's see. Oh, Jean Ryan, who is also not here, but thank you, Jean. Bobby Schaeffer, who is also at home right now. Patricia Hildenbrand, who is also not here. Several people are gone today. It's kind of a big weekend, Memorial Day and all. Let's see, Lauren Crest, Jana Koch, thank you, Joe Silsby, thank you, Bill Lucero. So maybe Linda can get one for Bill. Krista Comley. Is Krista here? Thank you. Kathy Callan, believe is out of town today. And Skylar Starr. She's here somewhere. And I have a yellow plant for Skylar because Addie loves yellow. If I did not call your name and you did volunteer with the RE during the pandemic, during the past couple years, I apologize sincerely. And please see me after the service for your very own plant of gratitude. And now we will extinguish the chalice. We extinguish this chalice, but keep the flame burning strong in our minds. Let it help us to remember the music of childhood, the joy of laughter, and the warmth of love. And I would now like to invite Wesley Walter Evans to perform a piece of original music, Flowers. Please join us in celebrating our Bridging seniors and RE volunteers and families outside for some delicious food. We have hot dogs and veggie dogs, graduation cupcakes, watermelon, and lots of delicious sides. So, thank you all. Oh, was she here? I need to text it.
And she's got her Candace's. They're on the same. It sounds like a dangerous company.
It does.
Floor has sex. Yeah, have you noticed that? Like, what's it on balance?
Yeah, like right here. I know, I haven't seen her in years.
She's been in the office to make an announcement.
Oh, okay.
This is the perfect time for her.
It is. All right, let me get.
Jabelle, I think your boys want